everybody, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 here, and welcome to another episode of Linux History Shorties. It's been a very long time since we've done an episode on this, so it's back and better than ever. So without further ado, guys, let's get started, shall we? So for today's episode of Linux History Shorties, we are going to read up on Opensuse Linux. So, Opensuse, developed by the Opensuse project, it is offered in two main variations: Tumbleweed, an upstream rolling release distribution, and Leap, a stable release distribution which is sourced from SUSE Linux Enterprise. The OpenSUSE project is sponsored by SUSE of Germany. The company released the first version of SUSE Linux in 1994. Its development was opened up to the community in 2005, which marked the creation of OpenSUSE. The focus of the developers is on creating a stable and user-friendly RPM-based operating system with a large target for group for workstations and servers. Additionally, the project creates a wide variety of related tools, such as Agama, Mifflin, Yast, Open Build Service, OpenQA, Snapper, Portis, Kiwi, and OSCM. SUSE Linux. In the past, the SUSE Linux company has focused on releasing the SUSE Linux Personal and SUSE Linux Professional box sets, which included extensive printed documentation that was available for sale in retail stores. The company's ability to sell an open source product was largely due to the closed source development process used. Although SUSE Linux had always been a free software product licensed with the GNU General Public License, it was only freely possible to receive the source code of the next release 2 months after it was ready for purchase. SUSE Linux strategy was to create a technically superior Linux distribution with a large number of employed engineers that would make users willing to pay for their distribution in retail stores. SUSE Linux is of German origin, its name being an acronym of Software and System Entwicklung, Software and Systems Development, and it was mainly developed in Europe. The first version appeared in early 1994, making SUSE one of the oldest existing commercial distributions. It is known for its Yast configuration tool. OpenSUSE. Since the acquisition by Novell in 2004 and the advent of OpenSUSE, this has been reversed. Starting with version 9.2, an unsupported 1 DVD ISO image of SUSE Professional was made available for download. The FTP server continues to operate and has the advantage of streamlined installs, allowing the user to download only the packages the user feels they need. The ISO has the advantages of an easy install package, the ability to operate even if the user's network card does not work out of the box, and less experience needed. An inexperienced Linux user may not know whether or not to install a certain package, and the ISO offers several pre-selected sets of packages. The initial stable release from the OpenSUSE project, SUSE Linux 10.0, was available for download just before the retail release of SUSE Linux 10.0. In addition, Novell discontinued the personal version, renaming the personal version to simply SUSE Linux, and replacing SUSE Linux to about the same as the old personal version in 2006 with version 10.2. The SUSE Linux distribution was officially renamed to OpenSUSE as it was pronounced similarly to open source. until version 13.2 stable fixed releases with separate maintenance streams with SLE, SUSE Linux Enterprise. Where the project's main offering since late 2015, Opensuse has been split into two main offerings. Leap, the more conservative fixed release Leap distribution based on SLE, and Tumbleweed, the rolling release distribution focused on integrating the latest stable packages and upstream projects. Over the years, SUSE Linux has gone from the status of a distribution with restrictive delayed publications 2 months of waiting for those who had not bought the box without ISOs available, but installation available via FTP, and a closed development model to the free distribution model with immediate and free availability for all and transparent open development. And with that, folks, if you want to read the rest of this, there's a lot more information on Opensuse. You can feel free to. But anyway, folks, that is it for this episode of Linux History Shorties. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoy these just as much as we all do, then smash that like button, ring-a-ding that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I have a Patreon, everybody. There are free tiers for y'all to there are 2 tiers to choose from. Sorry. I accidentally said free instead of 2. There are 2 tiers to choose from. The $3 Green Penguin tier and the $5 Red Penguin tier. Both of them have Linux Tech and Yu-Gi-Oh content on them, as well as content that you will not find on this YouTube channel. So if you want the good stuff, subscribe to Patreon. And until next time, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying see you later.